Hey, it's Dr. Karin. Do you know that the energy of your workspace can tremendously impact the level of results that you're able to achieve? I have a habit of smudging all the spaces around me to enhance the energy and allow me to maintain alignment with my source and my goals. In this video, I'll show you how to do it yourself. Let's go. So I'm so excited about this video because I love saging and smudging, and it's one of the things that so many of my clients ask me to walk them through, talk them through, because people don't know how to do it. Well, I want to tell you the special way that I do it. It's really something that you can look forward to doing. It totally re-energizes your space. And did you know that they've actually shown scientifically that sage and sweetgrass actually reset not only the energy of the room, they clarify and detoxify any bacteria that can be in the air. So not only is it awesome for your energy, it's also awesome for your health. Let's get to it. So as we're exploring saging or smudging your rooms, it's really beautiful to really kind of pay honor to the fact that this is an ancient ceremonial ritual that was practiced by indigenous people, Native American people, and all the tools that we're using are considered medicine. So it's really fun and cool to me to turn things into rituals. So there's just a way to honor, like right now I thank all of these materials for being with me. I thank all the indigenous mothers and fathers that went before us. I thank you for the power that you're going to activate in my new space, the clearing that you're going to give. And I ask that all angels and guides and ancestors that are on the other side come in to assist us in this process. I love all of that. Okay, so here's what we have. So first, you've heard of saging or smudging. So sage, I think right here I actually have sweetgrass. So you can use sweetgrass, you can use sage, you can find this in a lot of stores. It's really cool though to get it from some really authentic suppliers. You can use an abalone shell. A lot of these saging kits come with those beautiful abalone shells. I have a mug here today. The point is it's something that's not flammable, something that can catch the ashes of the sage or sweetgrass as you're going. Oh, and you can also use tobacco. So then we have a feather. This is a feather I found on a walk. It's actually, I believe, from a red-tailed hawk. But it'd be really cool if you had a feather that was important to you that you found on a walk or someone gave you, because what we're going to be doing is pushing the energy with the feather. This is a really cool Native American technique. I like to have a candle. I prefer a white candle, but whatever works for you is totally fine as we work with the element of fire. And then lastly, any kind of bell or chime, or just did this with a client and he had one of his grandfather's old cowbells and we used it and it was amazing. So some kind of really pleasant sounding chime or bell, and then of course you'll need a lighter. Now, word to the wise, when you're burning this stuff, it's gonna probably, sage specifically smells like weed in your house, so just know that the first thing you really wanna do is open up some windows and doors so you can get this smoke moving through, because it's gonna light up in areas that really need to be clarified. So make sure that you're getting good circulation. It's actually not a good idea to breathe a lot of it in. It's not the best thing for your lungs. And my dogs actually hate it. Whenever I'm doing it, my dogs walk around going, pew, pew. They don't like it, kind of burns their noses. And then secondly, the sage and the sweetgrass is really famous for flaking off and landing on carpets and rugs. So just be keenly aware as you do this that you're looking for little burning pieces of it dropping off, because it will leave burn spots in carpets. Every one of the rooms in my house has a sage burn spot in it. It's kind of funny as my kids and I recall when I was saging, but if you get them first or put them out, they will not burn the carpet, but just know that that can happen. But I don't know, it's kind of a fun little reminder of your new activation process. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna say a prayer of protection. I kind of said a prayer as I opened the video, but I wanna teach you a really simple prayer of protection because we don't want any dark energy in the room. That's what we're trying to get rid of, right? We wanna make sure that the only spirits and energies that are working with you in this process are of the white light of God, and that you're assisted at a very high level. I have a sound bowl that I use. I also have a Tibetan bell, and I'll ring that to signify ceremony is about to begin. And you can say this out loud or you can say it energetically with your mind. It's just vibrational energy, so either one works, but out loud you can say, I thank all my spirits, guides, ancestors, and angels for being here. I ask that only those spirits and guides and entities and angels that are of the white light of God be allowed around me today. Any spirits, entities, or energy that is not of the white light of God, I ask that you leave this space immediately. I ask that Archangel Michael come in and purify the space and act as gatekeeper. And I ask that the space is maintained at the highest vibration possible that matches my vibration or higher, and so it is. Amen. So I always ask Archangel Michael to help and protection. He's really great, but you can ask your guardian angel, your main guide, whoever it is that you may already work with. That's beautiful. They love engaging in these kinds of ceremonies with you. The next thing I want you to do is to get really clear on your intentions. Okay, what do you really want for your workspace? Now again, we're focusing on workspace here, but this will work for any area of your home. Think about what you really want. What would you like to call in? What would you like your new space to feel like? So let's go ahead and set an intention. So just think, is there something specific that you'd like to get rid of? Did you have a bad experience? Or some people that I've worked with feel like there's an entity in the space. Is there something that you want to set the intention that you would like to clear? So go ahead and light your candle if you're engaging in this ceremony with me. So what you're going to do is you're going to be using the element of fire by declaring your intention and setting it into the flame and setting an intention of what you would like to clear and activate during this session, okay? So that can look like, I would like to clear the negative energy that is in this room. I would like to ask God and Source to help with this clearing. I like to clear the energy of the negative. Maybe there was just a fight in the room or something that you didn't enjoy. You would like to clear that out. Or maybe this is a really good thing to do actually after you've had an event or a lot of people coming through your space, and you can clear the energy of everyone that was there after they leave. Or before an event is a good time to do it too. So there's all kinds of times for you to use this. So state that intention into the flame and then state, I would like to call in peace, joy, harmony, abundance into my space. And so I set this intention. So you can pause the video and set your intention into the flame, and that sets the energy for what we're about to do. So now we're ready to light it up. What you're gonna do is get your sage or sweetgrass or tobacco. I don't know, tobacco might be a little weird to use, but you're probably using sage. I'm not gonna light this because if I do, I'm going to be saging out my camera guy over here and it's gonna make all of us cough. So I'm gonna want you to do it. So when you're lighting it, light your sage a little bit tilted down, and then the leaves will start to catch on fire. Let it sit for about 15-20 seconds, kind of getting a good burn going. And then I want you to blow out, and be careful when you're blowing because the little leaves of the sage are really likely to fall on the floor. So maybe stand over your bowl when you're doing it. So what you're trying to do is get the flame out, which you will do by blowing on it, get it to where only smoke is coming off of it, because that smoke is the purifying element that you're looking for. So the first thing I want you to do is actually sage yourself. So place that sage in your fireproof container, and as it's smoking, I want you to rub your hands over it. And this is such a beautiful ceremony for you. I want you to cleanse your energy field. So take your hands, because you have, and you can actually take the smoke, of course be careful about inhaling, and wipe your energy field down. Now I want you to be really full in your senses. As you're doing this, I want you to be really aware of all the sensations you have that Spirit's giving you. So wipe it over your eyes, over your ears, because you're going to probably be getting messages that are inspiring for you as you're doing the saging. Wipe your feet if you want, whatever you feel led to do. Just sage yourself now, cleanse your energy field, because you're a vessel of light now. You're the one that's going to be conducting this beautiful ritual, and you've just purified your own essence. And the next thing that I want you to do is just start walking around the space that you're in, and we're going to be clarifying it with the smoke. And that is a very purposeful pushing of the smoke. This is, it depends on how much time you have and how much you want to clear. Now, a full clearing of a full house can take like an hour, because if you've just moved into your office space or to a new house and you really want to clear out anything that was there, you want to go and push that smoke into any corner, any cabinets. You're going around opening cabinets, all the closets, you're clearing every single nook and cranny. Prayer that I like to repeat as I'm walking is very simple, and it is, I ask that anything that is not of the white light of God be cleared from this space now. I ask that anything that is not of the white light of God be cleared from this space now. So if you feel like there's a spirit that may be hanging around, a lot of my clients have had that happen, you can bring in someone special that specializes in clearing that, but you can also do it yourself and give it a try and see if you can clear that spirit yourself. And with compassion and with grace, first say, I thank the Spirit who has been here. I thank you for your presence and for being a part of our lives, but it's time for you to go. I ask you to go back into the spirit realm. I ask you to exit the space, not not to return again. And if you're not comfortable going to the spirit realm, then go to the place that you call home. This is not your home. This is my home now. I ask that you leave now. Archangel Michael, could you please escort that spirit out, never to return again? And so it is. So it's a good idea to do this over your electronics too, because spiritual energy can come in through electronics. You want to also bless anything that you're working with in your workspace, your computer, your desk, your chair. Be really intentional as you're going through your workspace and really smudge all of those areas so that you're cleansing the energy in and around all of that equipment, because it has its own electromagnetic field. Something else that you can do while you're doing this smudging and saging is to go to your doorway. I do this before events so that anyone that enters my home gets cleansed. Ask that Archangel Michael set a grid of protection up in front of every entryway of your space, and that anyone who walks through it, I, for some reason, feel like it should be 7 layers deep. So I ask that Archangel Michael put a grid of energetic protection up over this door, 7 layers deep, so that anyone that enters this space is purified and cleansed and enters only carrying the white light of God. And you can add, and any negative energy that is on them be dropped at the door, sent into Mother Earth, and be recycled for good. So as I'm saying these prayers, I know I'm going through them pretty quickly. You can always rewind and rewatch this when you get to that spot of your own ceremony. So before I get to the completion of your smudge ceremony, if you really like this and it's lighting you up, please click the like button. That really helps me to get this video out to people that also could have a greater workspace by learning how to smudge it. And also, if you want more spiritual content like this and you want to be notified when my videos come out, click the button and subscribe to my channel so you're the first one to know. Back to smudging. So when you return and you've completed the smudging of every nook and cranny of whatever you feel led to smudge in your house, remember, you're your own intuitive guide. You can do anything creative along the way that feels intuitive for you in your space. You are your own shaman. So let your spirit guide you as you're doing this. But when you're done, place your sage or your sweetgrass back into a fireproof container. You can kind of smudge it out a little bit. It should go out on its own. The most fun part is now you get to call in what you really desire. And the way that we do that is by using our bell or our chime. So now I want you just to walk around into your space, and to replace the energy that's just been cleared and cleansed and purified, you're gonna go and ring the bell into the spaces and call in what you desire. So as you walk, just call in and feel the beautiful resonance of the words as you're calling them in. You'll probably get chill bumps because your spirit team is right up against you. They're loving this. They're loving being a part of this. So what I do is I walk around and just call in the words that I feel I want to have in that space. And those words can be like, I call in peace. I call in harmony. I call in abundance. I call in prosperity. Prosperity, prosperity, peace, joy, love, whatever it is that feels really good to you, that gives you chill bumps, walk around and call that in with the energy of the bell. And the universe will respond to your intention, because what you're doing is you're expanding it, you're inviting it in, and energy is always moving. So you just now have replaced any negative energy in your office space or in your home with exactly what you desire to have. Now, one of the most important things to do now that just ends and beautifies this ceremony is for you to express gratitude for any member of your team that showed up, your angels, your guides, your ancestors. Just say out into your atmosphere, thank you so much, angels, guides, and ancestors, for showing up and helping me to ground this space. I so appreciate working with you. Please guide me in my next steps of my journey. And then if you felt kind of like out of body, sometimes when we're doing ceremonies, we get really super elevated and we kind of can have a really quantum level experience if you're really like on a high level of consciousness. So if you're gonna be returning to work, it's gonna be kind of important that you ground back into your body and that you come back into the here and now so you can function as a human being. This is an important practice that we do at the end of meditations or anytime we kind of are exchanging with the spirit world, unless you wanna stay in the vibration that you're in, which you totally can, which is awesome. But I just want to ground you. And then the last thing that we do, grounding means you're putting your feet on the floor, maybe you step outside barefoot, you're coming back into the present moment. And then we're going to put a bubble of protection around your space. So let's end with a prayer. We thanked our angels and guides, and now we say, Archangel Michael, would you please put a big bubble of white light of protection, and I want you to envision it while you're saying it. A bubble of white light around this office, around this building, and protect it from any negative energy, and set it in a vibration that matches the white light of God, and so it is. Amen. So you can reset your energy space anytime you feel like it may have had a fracture to it or had a negative experience. You know, I tend to do it probably once a month, but that's up to you. Again, trust your own intuition. I hope that you've enjoyed this ceremony that we've created together and that your energy in your space is so electric and magnified with such positive vibes that abundance and love and prosperity are magnetized directly to you. Good luck. So my guess is if you're into saging and you're here with me, you're on a spiritual awakening journey. You really want to activate your soul on a higher level. And sometimes you have questions, you want guidance. I have something just for you, and it's an ebook. It's called Sacred Shift. It's on sale right now. It's only $11.11. It's a beautiful guidebook that's going to walk you through all the steps of your awakening journey and answer all your questions around spirits and guides and energy and the universe and the moon and past lives and all the juicy woo-woo stuff that you may have questions along your evolutionary journey. Go ahead and click the link below to grab your copy now.